Happy Monday. Happy blessed Monday. I am on my way to work per usual. Per usual. It's going to be a good day. It's foggy today. So, this weekend was pretty okay. Saturday, I didn't do much of anything. Like I said, I was just resting and catching up on a little bit of sleep. I did a little bit of things around the house. And then Sunday, we got up, I made breakfast, and we left because we had some errands to go run. We went over there and did our errands, but then we had an event to go to, so we came back all the way across to another spot for the event. Got done and had to go all the way back to the other errand that we were doing. So I drove so much yesterday. I was like, I don't want to drive no more. But I had to drive. And now it's Monday. And today is a lot of things going on. I mean, I am going to work. But when I get off of work, I have a couple of things. That I need to do around the house. That I need to get done. You're going to work also? The Blackish. Yes, I'm going to work right now. Me too. Well, have a good day at work. Don't work too hard. I wish I could stay home, but I only work 4 days this week. And then I'm taking a leave of absence for a week. So I just gotta make it through the 4 days. But the next couple of days after that, it's gonna be a challenge, but we'll be fine. I had an hour and 15-minute drive. I'm about 15 minutes from my destination. I don't know how far I am from mine. Let me see. I'll tell you exactly how far I'm 28 minutes away from mine. I'm 24 miles from where I'm going. I have a long drive still. I'm just like, I'm gonna get to work. I'm gonna make coffee. That's what I'm gonna do. I am tired, and this weather does not help with easily go. For days, so Friday is gonna be our most challenging day. Slow down, Miss Speed Demon. I'm only doing 70. I'm only doing 70. I ain't driving that fast. Not no more. I used to until I got my tickets. Yeah, that slowed me down real quick. Now I either do the speed limit or I try to stay right under the speed limit, but never go over it because them tickets add up. And these cops do not play. I don't like mess with them. Now on the freeway it's 75. Going the other way, once I get through that one town and get to the other side, it's 75. But over here, it's 70. And with this fog, I can't really see if there's a cop up ahead. Oh yeah, you best believe I'm not speeding. I'm gonna play by the rules. Yeah, police in Dallas are worse for speeding. This town that I'm fixing to go into, oh, they're so bad. They're so bad. Like there's a right up here, there's a cemetery to the right. They used to sit back there in the back where the cemetery is, and then they would get you from there. but I haven't seen them there for a long time. Now what they do is they park at an intersection where the vehicles are either going to go to the right and the cars are coming from there. They park right in the middle and they're sitting there. If not, they're parked on the other side of some buildings where you can't see them because they're hidden. And then see right here, they used to park back there. They used to always hide back there. I used to always see them, and I would look through the corner of my eye, you know, and I would see them sitting there, and I'm like, think y'all are slick. And then I'm sorry, this weather's making me sleepy. But up here, there is, like I said, oh, and there's a little park that they have. They'll park in there too, but they're facing the opposite direction, so they're ready to get you. But I already know when I pull into this town, the speed limit is 35. I'm doing 33. They pull you over for anything. Let me just say anything. They pulled me over because one day I got off of work and I didn't know, I did not know. My headlight in the front, one of them went out, so they pulled me over. And of course, I admit it, I didn't have insurance. I admit it. But I played it off that day. So they got me for they go, how do I say it? They pulled me over for the headlight, but got me for the insurance. So I was like, whatever. This town here does not play. And like they have the little hills and stuff that they have here. So they'll park at the bottom of the hill, or if not, they'll park over where the semis park. They're just bad here. This town is known for their speed traps. And then you can see one cop right here, and then you see another one up ahead. I got pulled over by a lady cop, and all I could say is, like a cop car. Oh goodness. Yeah, that day I got pulled over. I was looking for the officer, on my left side, on the driver's side, and I kept looking and looking. I never seen him because it was late. It was dark. Um, when I hear a tap on the passenger side on the window, and he was on that side, and I'm like, "Oh, you scared me! Oh my goodness! I was waiting for you on my other side." He goes, "No, for safety reasons, we were on this side." Trying to play it off. I still got a ticket. And I was just like, whatever. So ever since then, I do not mess around coming this way. And right here, right in there is where they like to park. They'll be parked right there. I'm like, man. Or there's a gas station, and they like to be parked at the gas station, but like, if they're at the store. I'm pretty sure you can use a law called the forbidden fruit. It strictly means when they find something they were looking for, they can charge you with it depending on where you are. Oh, really? Thank you for telling me. I remember around the pandemic, I didn't see cops for like a whole year. You know what? You're right. See, right here, they'll park right here at this store. Look, I'm gonna tell you everywhere they park. Yeah, that's not Texas. No, Texas, they'll get you for everything. And see, this is the spot where I tell you they like to park right here in the middle, on top of the divider. Texas, they pull you for everything. I'm from Texas. I'm pretty sure you can. I don't know. I mean, I was paying my ticket, but then they dismissed it because they did away with some type of payment plan that they were doing. See, and they like to park back here in Heidi. They did away with the payment plan, whatever they had going on, and so my thing got thrown out. And they'll park right here. Look, I'm playing everywhere they're at. They stopped doing it the more up north you get. Oh, okay. See, it right here, they like to park at this little gas station. Like if they're inside, and then they park on this side of this other gas station that's over here. They're parking between, and then you'd think they're parked and they're inside, but they're in their cars. They stopped doing it the more up north you're gone. See, I've only gotten, let me see, the one ticket here. I got another ticket farther up, but that was from a state trooper. I am in New York now, and the cops aren't as bad. Oh, well, that's good. But see, half the time when you need them, they're not around. Like Saturday, we'll say Saturday. I went to go pick up my son. They don't care about speeding as much as other stuff. I had picked up my son from work, and we were going home. It was after 9 o'clock. No, it was after 10. I take it back. It was after 10. And it was really foggy. Like, we were just talking about how thick the fog was, you know. And as we're talking, I'm in the slow lane because it's 4 lanes, but it's divided by grass in between the 2 lanes going and coming. And then as we're going, the median there, as we're going, I'm like, those lights look like they're on the opposite side of the road. And my son's like, they do look like they're in the wrong spot. And I paid more attention, and I started slowing down, because it was 75 through there. And I started doing my headlights, flickering them on and off, blowing my horn. I was like, call 911. Call 911, something's going on. And sure enough, that car was coming head on to us. And I'm flickering lights, and I'm trying to put my lights, to warn cars that are behind me that this car's coming. And that car was driving fast. And so when we called 911, it was dark. Mind you, it was dark. You couldn't even see the church that you could usually see. You couldn't even see the church. They're like, well, did you get the description? I'm like, no. All I seen, it looked like an SUV. That's all I could see. Because finally, I had to call 911. We were having trouble on the phone trying to get them to go through. And so I was like, all I could see was an SUV, 4-door. It looked black. It looked gray. It was dark. I couldn't see. And they're like, okay, we'll get somebody out there. I'm like, oh my goodness. And I gotta tell my son, I said, thank God that played out differently for us, because there's no telling what could have happened at that point. So I was just like, wow. I go, that's crazy. And I was trying to figure out where the car came from. Yeah, it was dark and fast. That's all I could see. You couldn't even tell if it was a man, if it was a woman. You couldn't tell if they were Hispanic. You couldn't tell what they were because I couldn't see in the vehicle. And the lady was like, well, I told her exactly where we're at. I said, the longer we're on the phone, the farther they're going to get, and I'm not going to be able to tell you where they're at. I said, because it was too far. They be asking the craziest questions sometimes. I'm like, yeah. When she asked me, I'm like, I didn't pull over, get the flashlight out. I didn't do none of that. But then I thought of it. I should have turned around and went back to get the plates. But I was like, you know what? Let me just keep going home. I prayed. And so far, I'm glad to say nothing happened that night that I know of. So that was a good thing. But yeah, I was just thanking God. I was like, wow. Just get somebody out here quick. But I don't know if anybody else reported it or not. The cops in Michigan were annoying. See, I never had to deal with the cops. Let me think. I'm trying to think where I. Oh, you know what? I did a long time ago. I mean, many, many, many moon years ago. They didn't like weed, and we would pull and would pull you over for anything. Oh wow. Good morning, Mary and Chad. Good morning, Tara J. How are you, sweetheart? I hope you're having a wonderful, blessed Monday. You know, years ago, there was a girl where I used to live at some apartments. They didn't like me, and I didn't like them at all. And my kids, my three older kids at the time were younger, like they were small. I don't even know if they. Oh, I think they were elementary age, if not younger. I'm good. How are you today? I'm blessed and highly favored, but I'm doing good, sweetheart. I'm on my way to work. I get a late start today, and so we went. We were in the house, in the apartment, and I was like, okay, it's time to go to bed. Go to bed. You know, you gotta go to bed. Y'all have a great day. I just got to the job site. All right, the Blackish, you have a wonderful day. Thank you for stopping by. It was nice talking to you again, and have a wonderful, blessed day. Um, and so we were inside, and I'm like, hey, y'all gotta go to bed. Y'all gotta go to bed. And I kept trying to put them to bed, and they were in the room when I hear thum 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 at my door, and I'm like, who's at my door? And I looked through the little peephole. Why is there like 4 cops outside my apartment door? And so I opened the door, and I'm like, can I help y'all? They're like, yeah, we heard there was a disturbance here. Where? They go, yeah, somebody reported that there was disturbance here. They, something about my kids. Oh, was I ever so mad? I was boiling at that point. I'm like, there's nothing going on. My kids are in the room. They're going to bed. And they're like, can we see them? I'm like, sure. And so I brought my kids out. And they're like, oh, okay. Sorry to have bothered you. And I'm like, okay. And I shut the door. And I was so, so bad. Because I didn't bother nobody. I didn't say nothing to nobody. I left everybody alone. Even though I didn't care for you and I didn't like you, I never said nothing. I would have been pissed. I was pissed. So after that day going forward, I didn't give a care about nobody. I would have been mad too. Because I'm like, how are you going to tell me something or that there's a disturbance in my house when I don't report you for the activities that you had going on or what you were doing, or that you leave your kids outside and you don't even watch your kids? And I was like, oh no, we're not playing this. So then after that, it was on. I was reporting them. I was like, no, I don't play that. I was like, you don't report me. I don't do anything to my children. I don't yell. I don't beat. I don't do none of that. You don't come mess with my children. That's one thing. My kids, I don't care how old they are. I will forever defend my kids. From anybody. I don't care who it is. It can be family, friends, whoever. I know we were at a park, and my oldest at the time was playing, minding his own business, when there was another little kid there. Well, the little kid started throwing rocks, and the parent wouldn't say nothing to them. I remember living in apartments, and everybody was in everyone's business. Oh yes, in an apartment you can't have no privacy. And they'll be like, ooh, did you see so and so? They done brought somebody over. Ooh, is that somebody new over there? No, you can't have nothing. Ooh, what did they buy? They were always in your business. So I knew if I was gonna buy something, like especially around Christmas time, I would wait till like between 3 and 5 in the morning to get up to go grab the stuff from the vehicle and bring it inside. So they wouldn't see what you had. And I did that all the time. And when we were leaving on a trip and bringing it in, yep. At that time is when I was bringing everything in. The only thing I would bring down with everybody being away was groceries. But if we were leaving on a trip, oh yeah, I'm waiting about 3 or 5 in the morning to take all the luggages out, and then I'm gonna cover them. Then I'm gonna come back in, and I'm gonna leave before you even see that I'm leaving. You know, and then the people that don't talk to nobody, like it was certain group of us that we didn't talk to nobody. We would let them know, hey, can you keep an eye on the apartment? Hey, can you keep an eye on the apartment? You know, there were several of us, and then they would do the same thing. You know, hey, can you keep an eye out? I'm leaving for the weekend. Yeah, we would throw blankets and stuff over everything. Yes, just bury it. Yes, I'm telling you. And then when we were leaving in the middle of the morning to take our trips, we'd be like, shh, shh, everybody go to the car, everybody go to the car. I don't forget it. I do not forget it. And if you know, the kids, all the kids would be at your door knocking, knock, 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 knock. Can so and so come out? Can so and so come out? No, they can't come out. Okay. And then a few minutes later, knock, 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 knock. Tiptoe to the car. Exactly. Don't even breathe. Just don't breathe. Just keep on going. You know, every few seconds somebody was at your door knocking for somebody to come out. Even though just 2 seconds ago you said no, they came back and knocked on your door again. What are we all slowing down for? Oh, see, it looks like a cop. Everybody's hitting brakes. Oh, it's not even a cop. Um, but yeah, I remember doing that. Um, we had a lot of family in an apartment. We all lived in the same area. It was kind of cool. Oh, okay. See, no, it's always been me, my mom, and the kids. You know, and that's it. But see, we had two apartments. You know, because it's only so many per apartment. So we had to. What they did was they gave us two apartments side by side on the top floor. So the whole top floor was mine and my mom's apartment. Like nobody else. It belonged to both of us. So everybody already knew that, you know. And I'm like, okay, well, nobody's gonna come in through the back windows, so we only have to worry about the living room windows or the door, because that's the only places, you know, you could come through. So I don't know. I remember all that. And then when somebody lived on top of you, oh my goodness, there was a girl. I can't talk about the stuff. She would annoy the living. She would annoy me so bad. Oh my goodness. I remember being under her apartment, and I would hit the roof because I just could not. I couldn't deal with her. And the day she moved out, I was so happy. I was like, oh, I can help you take your stuff out too. I'll help you move. That's how bad it was. Growing up, growing up in Texas, we had so much fun. It's so different up north, but I hated being in the middle floor. Middle floor just ain't fun, right? See, growing up in Texas is different from when I grew up in Florida, because I went to school there and I went to school here. Here it was different for me. It was more strict in school here, but I did have a lot of fun here. Over there, school wasn't as strict, and I didn't go out as much as, well, I went out, but not like I did here. So yeah, it's different, you know, in both states. But school over there was more fun versus here. So I don't know. So now, you know, it is what it is. And you know what? I said I was gonna put my Christmas tree up this week in the past, and I didn't do it. At this point, I give up putting up the tree. I don't think it's ever gonna go up, and there's no need for it to go up. Christmas is next week, so why even bother to put it up? The little one's not even asking for it, so I think this will be the first year I don't put a tree. And I really wanted to put it up, but I don't know what. I just never got around to doing it. But I think it's okay. I think it's all right. So, but I am gonna end my live. I am not far from where I work, so I'm just gonna turn the live off and listen to some music before I get to work. But I want to thank y'all for coming to my live. I want y'all to have a wonderful, blessed Monday. And I'll be back maybe at lunch, but I'm not sure. Just because I do got to make a phone call during my lunch. I don't know how long I'm going to be on the phone. And then if I don't come back during lunch, then I'll be back after I get off of work today. So it'll be around there. Either I go live or I'll just post some videos. But thank y'all again for stopping by. I really appreciate y'all's support and everything that y'all do for me. Y'all have a great day. See y'all soon.